Let's just talk. Who knows what we get?
Right? Here goes.
Yes.
3, 2, 1.
Hey everybody, Forbes Riley, and I'm here in my TV studio. Now I'm wearing shades and a hat. You know why? Because I've been filming for the last week. I am exhausted. Yeah, I have a whole program on how not to tear up your body the way I have done. So you're not going to see my eyes or my hair because it's just... But I am going to share with you the most amazing physical space that has transformed people's lives. I built this whole place on dream it, believe it, achieve it. If you build it, they will come. Thank you, Mr. Kevin Costner, because I built it and they did come. And we train people here and we shoot movies and infomercials, and it's transformed my life. Now, Monday through Friday, you can actually watch in that hole that's there. It's about 400 pictures of randomly of my entire life. But you'll get a basic view of the studio. So let's start with, it was built because one of this principle about never give up. Tell you what, that is, I've had so many trials and tribulations in my life, and I'm here because of those 3 words. I chose to never give up. Because I could have, and I probably should have. I was told to, and I know you probably were too. And that little piece of metal and some string is, I don't know, people say, what could you do with that? Well, you can build a multi-million-dollar television studio debt-free. Yeah, and that sells for $30. Pennies count. I teach that here. I teach people how to take whatever crazy dream they have. And if you saw Pitchmen, you saw that I was sent home with my tail between my legs, crying, told it would never go anywhere. I don't know, $50 million later? Yeah, success is the best revenge. By the way, I'm not a revenge person, but some days it feels good. All right, so when I moved here, in fact, take a look outside. What you're going to see is this was an old printing place. When I created SpinGym first, in fact, I opened the door for it to have a little better view. We had started like most entrepreneurs do in our garage. And I have these 2 little 6-year-olds, you know, sticking labels on things and sending them out, a true entrepreneurial dream. We were literally sending them out, and at some point we had way too many people in our house. We said, we need a place of business. We tried to rent something here in St. Pete, and we stumbled upon this. Now this was an old printing place. Now by old, I mean the carpet, the 4-inch carpet, had been smoked into and ashes grind into for the last 50 years. There was one of the offices had a turtle pond, yeah, with real stinky turtles. Another one had a fireplace made out of seashells, because we're in southern Florida, and I don't know, we do stupid things with seashells. So from the gate that automatically slides over, in fact, if you come to this neighborhood, you cannot find this place of business. Yeah, everyone who comes goes, oh, where are you? I'm like, I'm hidden. If you're not invited, you don't get to show up. All the bamboo trees, you can see how big they are now. We're tiny little pencil twigs when we put them in. All the pavers, everything that you see is a true labor of love. So you kind of come into Forbes Riley Studios, and you see right there, you know, like kind of like Walt Disney. You know, if you dream it and believe it, and there's a whole bunch of awards. That's the other secret. I have a crazy story about how you, 1, need awards in your life, but 2, how you get them. Did you know that to get a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, you pay for it? Yeah, now you have to be famous enough to get nominated, but you stroke a check for thousands and thousands of dollars. So funny story, I would go to the Infomercial convention for 15 years, and I never won an award. I was never nominated. And I just kept going, aren't I good enough? Really, from not being nominated, I translated into my head that I wasn't good enough, but I was working all the time and making millions. One day, they opened up the membership to not companies, but just individuals. And I joined, and there was this little thing that said, hey, nominate for an award, $500. Wait a second. So A, I didn't know you could nominate for yourself. B, it was $500, and none of my producers apparently wanted to pay that. I got on the phone that year and said, hey, Arnott, come on, can you nominate me? Like, oh, we'd be happy to. You never asked. You're kidding me. See all of these awards here? Not only did I win the first one, but I won every single year after that, from best infomercial to best host. I mean, I've got 9 of these. And I got to make the most outrageous speeches, and the credibility in my life went through the roof. I had to what? Ask? How many times have you not asked? Then I came to Florida, and one of my good friends and mentors is Tony Little. And I went to the Tony Little studio. You know what Tony has on his walls? Pictures of Tony. I'd never been to somebody's studio that was branded by themselves. He had pictures of Tony with all these celebrities. I said, well, if you're famous, you better be in a magazine. Wait, I'm not in any magazines. How do you do that? Now, you could be like the old person, say, I don't know. Or you could say, let's figure it out. Check this out. Sharon Stone's on the cover of this one. I created the brand about being a $2 million host, and they put that in there. They did not ask to see my bank account like the IRS to check that I'd sold $2 billion. Well, in fact, I've sold way more than that, but I thought at some point it gets ridiculous and I'd have to show up in a private jet and a Rolls Royce. So I stopped at 2.5 billion, right? I don't need to keep telling you I have more. Then, how cool is this? This is a book Here's my daughter. I actually invested to be in that book. I don't tell everybody that. And this is just because I could rock a bathing suit. Hey, sometimes it just happens. And that was that magazine. Let me tell you, at 50, wearing a bathing suit on the cover of a magazine. Now that one, that was hard work in the gym. So over here, so proud of this. This man is my heart. This guy, Jack Lane, at 5 foot, just changed my entire world. Him and his beautiful wife. If you can see here, we started with my beautiful babies when they were about less than a year. This is them at his 96th and very last birthday at his home in Morro Bay. Feeling very blessed to wake up at his home. And we juiced. This is not a joke. We've sold $1 billion worth of juicers in 8 years in 80 countries. I love this man. Don't get me started. It's going to cry. It's so funny. I talk to his wife all the time, but I miss him. Well, good thing you can't see my eyes because I'm crying. Montel Williams, also a true hero. He's fighting MS. He also walks the walk. We've won awards. We've grossed unbelievable amounts of money. And so these stay here to remind me that dreams come true. When you dream it and you believe it, you can achieve miracles. All right, so then I'm going to take you into, it's not always as clean as it should be. Actually, this is kind of poetic. Look, it's just hanging out. Guess what? You decide. Everywhere you go, put little symbols of you everywhere. You're going to be happy, you're going to be sad, Mr. Emoji. Now check this out. This room it's a little messy today. We've been working all week. Number one, when we built this, my partner said, we only need one office. I said, I'm Forbes Riley, which I finally figured out how to say. Forbes Riley gets diamonds in her desk. Okay? Forbes Riley gets diamonds on her SpinGym. Okay? Did you check that out? How cool is that, right? That is the blingiest thing you've ever seen. Everywhere there's bling because, look at the chair. Wait. The chair has bling. Because when you sit in bling, you become bling. Yes, you do. And you sit here and you go, oh, hello. All right, so crazy, right? Looks on my wall. Never give up. What you need to see all the time is what fuels you. That was an amazing original cover of Vogue magazine as a gift on one of my birthdays. Somebody gave me that, really? Now I want you to look at the ceiling. So we needed clouds or so kind of sound buffers. And my partner said, yeah, sound buffers, And I'm like, I'm a magician. No, I'm really a magician. In fact, wait, there's a magic tricks everywhere. I don't think I can show you. Let's see if I can show you something. All kind of magic tricks here. Let's see if I have some. Wait. You never know what Forbes Riley has in her world. Let's see what she has here. Oh, wait, where's it from? I don't know. Let's see if I can do this. So how does Forbes Riley make money? Well, that's always kind of an interesting question. Let's see. When you take, I see what you do. Come here. You take, let's see what I can magically take. You take a SpinGym, right? You take a SpinGym like this, right? What you have here is just a simple, beautiful SpinGym. But how do you make it money? You go, it turns into cash. Now that's interesting. How does she do that whenever she wants to? I just got chills. How about you? So I do all kind of magic tricks in here, but I also do a lot of card tricks. And when you see up here is the same guys who do when you go to Walt Disney World and you see all those giant sculptures. It's called Foam by Design. I'm happy to shout out to them. I said, I want 7-foot symbols of this. And we handmade each one of these. So these are custom for me. That's kind of crazy. I have to wear this into a necklace or something like that. Okay. The other thing, too, is what is your bookcase? I'm going to do a Tai Lopez on you right now. What does your bookcase look like? So if you actually look at this one, it's about 10 bookcases I have. So over here, I've got medicine. I've got smart medicine. I've got all the science of medicine. I have over here, I've got some diet journals. I've got business journals on the other side. I've got my entire life in CDs. Sadly, nobody uses CDs anymore. When you walk in, what's the word that you see? You see imagine. You can almost hear John Lennon singing. Yeah. Because when you create all of this, it manifests itself. This one is a very important one to me right here. This is, let me see if I can do this. Lily Tomlin let me do her one-woman show. She's back on the boards with Frankie and Grace, and this was her gift to me, a little Lily. One day the future will be run by kids like me. Deal with it. I treasure this very much. I treasure a lot of what I've got. So if you look here, you'll see everything I've ever wanted to manifest. You'll see, does she believe in the law of attraction? I have the secret right here. Of course I do. I believe in all of this stuff, and I look and touch my books all the time. So they are very important to me. This one is actually more my acting stuff. So there's On Broadway and, there's a lot of memories in here, and that's like I said, one of 10 bookcases. Next, what did I do? I painted my wall with writable paint. I can write on my wall. Yeah, it's a whiteboard. That's kind of groovy cool, huh? Yeah, and it's a rounded wall, which is unfortunate because those are more expensive to build. We gutted this entire place and built round walls. I don't know, if you build a round room, God can't back you into a corner. It's just my philosophy, and I'm sticking to it. So then I do a thing called the Forbes factor. Again, everything in my space is everything in my space. And by the way, it's messy sometimes because I'm a kid. There were rules. I saw this pillow and thought, oh, God, I grew up with this. There were rules, who knew? I did my first Forbes factor 10 years ago in the living room of my house. I had 10 people. One of them was my housekeeper, who said she was an artist, but she never did any art. And then she painted this. It is her one and only painting. I had no idea she could really do that. And she's never painted since. Amy, I love you. I could not wait to hang this here. She gave it to me before we even had the space and thought, oh my gosh, really? So again, we have a little testament to who you are. It's everywhere. Life of Riley. What is this one? Yeah, how you have, what is it? It's the Life of Riley. Guess what? The Life of Riley is the good life. And I didn't realize how specific I am because as I'm looking over here, it even actually says inspire on my rocks. Get real. I live my life here. All of these books are also amazing. A whole bunch of fasting books and clean eating books and diet books and superfoods and pyramid. Just all of the things that you'd want to know. And then, of course, one of the greatest things I ever did. Look at that. Can you see that photo? Every bunny loves some bunny. Those are my twins. Who, by the way, I put, kind of the reasons that I do things, I put them on a pocketbook up there. Because I just thought they were so cute. Those are my babies. Fascinating. Actually, I'm loving doing this. All right, so, and then people give me products. We won't show you this one. This is a secret. Don't go away. But, there you go. That's me, just kind of dreaming. All right. The tour continues. Yeah, that's kind of cool, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm gonna get some people real quick. That's right.
You're so much stuff.
He's like, I'm trying to get you. I'm like, we'll be here forever.
You might be. You never
It's
know.
so great.
It is kind of great. So those are awards that we won for TV production. You want to get a little kind of side swipe of those. I can kind of pull right over to my picture. And actually, here's what's crazy. So I didn't realize that. You know what? I actually have an award for Forbes Factor. We haven't really I'll just put it here because it's lighter. But I actually have an award for one that I did in 2012. I kind of forgot that I did these things. It's so odd. I have to send that picture to people. In fact, this is really funny. I have to send this to. Did you see this, Chuck? Look what that says.
Wow.
Right. I told you, it's not my first Forbes Factor. Can you take a picture of this and send this to Mark with the date?
Yeah.
Because I forget that I've done that and got given an award. What?
Where are you supposed to?
Be somewhere at 4 o'clock. I can't be at
You just wanted. I just looked at the time.
Okay, you know what? Call Lamont. Lamont, hang on one second. Lamont never gave me a time.
Start transferring.
This stuff.
No.
I'm giving you the drives.
Yours, right?
I need to transfer this stuff onto it.
When you say, hey,
So,
Forbes is.
Do you want to set up my laptop for me, please? Actually. Yeah.
So we wanted to film on 4K camera and get some stuff done. So by tomorrow, we'll okay. Do we have a list of enough things that justify this $500?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then maybe it's 500 and it's more, so you just go back and then.
Okay. Oh, I'll do it from my phone.
I can do it too, it doesn't
Oh,
matter.
okay.
You just say, we would love to, but you know what, you mentioned. We want, you say 3 hours tomorrow, 9 to noon, 10 to 1. What would you charge? Because that's the biggest thing I'm responsible for.
Right, okay.
Okay, so, Paul continues. All right, so come here. I love it. I didn't know I was doing this either. This is so cool, right? How cool to be in this impromptu. Does it look weird with glasses on? It's a little weird.
I think it looks cool, actually.
All right.
I like the reflections I'm getting.
All right. All right, so, again, crazy. Oh, sorry. So one of the crazy things when we gutted this whole place, we looked at designs and I don't know, we were just feeling really happy and said, hey, let's do a round conference room because that's cheap. But no, try putting a square door in a round room. But I will tell you, I wouldn't trade this room for anything. This is the oval. This is Lewis and my daughter. Say hi. That's McKenna. Say hi.
Hi there.
Now wait. You wiggled in Chris's. Come on. Ah, come on. I want to see some crazy stuff. Yeah. Okay. Not happening.
You missed it.
Oh no! All right. So let me tell you something. I actually designed this table. There's actually plugs and USB at every station along this table because again, if you build it, they will come. See this wall right here? This is also a whiteboard. See this wall right here? Look up there. It's an electronic whiteboard, which we're not using at the moment. This goes into your computer. You write on it. Otherwise, you have to take a picture of it. How outdated. So if you actually turn it on, it's the coolest thing in the world. Just sometimes forget to turn it on. Text you on saying you've left a message for me.
Okay.
All right, so you can also see the studio from in here. So we have conference calls in here, and that's kind of exciting. And again, if you build it, they will come. So check this out. Number one, I have my own skincare line. Look at this, right? We built a skincare line. Forbes Riley, my signature is on my skincare line. Oh, did I upside down? No. Look how cool that is, right? I have this. I have people coming to me with ideas for new kind of Fitbits that fit my brand. People give me coffee cups with my name on it. I'm in love with this idea. There's just, if you build it, they will come, right? Oh wait, you know what's in here? You're gonna laugh. Now, if I show you this, you've got to promise not to laugh. Is it in here or is it in here? Wait. Okay. Come here. Actress. Headshots. Silly headshots. More headshots. Wait, it gets more and more. There's lots and lots of them in here. Oh wait, there's more. There's more. Crazy. This is my old career that lives in this drawer. I look here and go, ha ha ha. Wait, more. There's more. Really, how many pictures does one chick need?
But wait, there's more.
But wait, there's always more. This was, oh wait, there's more. In an age, hi, that would be Forbes Riley. Wait, there's more. There's more. There's another one. Oh my God, look, there's another one. I know, it makes you crazy. And that's probably not all of it. Oh wait, there is more. This is silly. We don't even do this anymore. Look how much money I spent on pictures. What else do I have in here? Oh wait, there's another one, cute one I actually like. Yeah, there's me in a white sweater. I don't know. Really, Forbes Riley? How many photos do you need? Really? How many photos do you need? I know, right? Oh, all right. Well, that's certainly part of who I am, was, and may yet be. There's an Oscar in my future if I keep dreaming, right? All right. Again, there is inspiration everywhere you look. So this says, be in charge of your destiny and go for it. Why would I spend time getting this amazing mural? Because everywhere you look should inspire you. That's how I live my life. That's how I've gotten this dream. And I will tell you what, it's pretty damn specific. There's a SpinGym shipping room next door, but over here, I'm going to show you. Now, only people who usually come to my space see this. My bathroom. Now, we're here on a weekend, but Monday through Friday, my bathroom has its own soundtrack. But right now, come here. Again, it's in details. Oh wait, there's Forbes Riley in the St. Pete Times. Let's see, what does it say? Honor is a good fit for pitch woman. Nice. Who knows? I don't know. How crazy is that? We come into my bathroom. And check this out. So I designed this floating bath sink. out of soapstone. Wait, look what happens when you get here. And remember, I've had people here all week. But I'm going to see, even in the bathroom, it says release, accept, gratitude. What does this one say? This one says challenge. Oh, look, people have always been playing with them. This one says embrace. And then when you look up here, by the way, I bring little kids on this tour, and I say sometimes people come in the bathroom, they go for a walk, and sometimes they never come back. Yeah, they believe me, and I terrify them, and their mothers won't let them come back. I'm a martial artist. This is actually an award that I got from an amazing person. I got I'll actually show you the other room, for my advancement in terms of martial arts. SpinGym is as a weapon, is a phenomenal training tool, and I am a student of Taekwondo, Wing Chun, and Aikido, and I still practice because that is certainly part of my heart. But again, you go to the bathroom, what do you see? Be yourself, take chances, create happiness, be passionate, fall in love, practice kindness, travel often, be generous, value friendships, learn new things, laugh every day, respect, let go, and be fearless. Guys, I was just on stage in front of 500 people. And when I talked about being able to give permission to somebody, this gentleman stood up, because yes, I don't just do women events, I do human events. So aliens can attend if they have to, but mostly human events. And he stood up and said, Forbes, can you give me permission to let go of my fear? Yeah, come to my bathroom. It says, be fearless. Let go and be fearless. I know that sounds crazy, but if I could give you the permission to just do that, how much better would your life be? So as you're watching this video, you have my permission to go for it. Got it? Come here, I got more. You haven't even gotten to the studio yet. This is what we call the little preamble. Now, wait. Don't go. Oh, I'm sorry it's so messy actually, but we've been working in here. But, so, one thing is, again, details, the kitchen, which, again, my humble apologies, but we've been in here all weekend doing one of my advanced classes in media training, and apparently I forgot how to clean up the studio in the media training, so we're going to do that because we're actually filming a TV commercial here on Monday and Tuesday. But I love the details. By the way, people come in here and just comment on the backsplash. I know that sounds weird, but everything that's here is something that I put here. So if you look here, what does it say? This was actually a gift from my TV series, but dream it, believe it, and achieve it. I got a plaque that says that. I didn't make that. Was a gift for me. Kind of cool, right? Now this is an interesting little phenomenon. Well, actually, so let's start here. So I started out, I don't know if you guys know that my name used to be Francine Forbes. Yeah, so years and years ago, I had my first card, and I always thought to put my face on my card. It was kind of, no pun intended, my calling card. And then a friend of mine named Bill Christian, he's still around, I love him. He was on All My Children. He created this thing called a baseball card. And that was my first, well, actually, this must have been my first one, because it says Francine Forbes. That's me hosting the Laugh Factory in California. Really? I'm not a stand-up comedian. How did I do that for 3 years? But every year after that, I've got hundreds of cards. I can't find them all. But people say, I've collected your card my whole life. Well, oh, that's great. I've got a collection on my MVP. Now, here's an interesting thing, and I'm excited that you're recording this. If you dream it and believe it and achieve it. Did you watch the movie Joy? So Joy is around my girlfriend named Joy Mangano, who's got her mop that she launched on QVC. She's got a home at HSN. She probably makes maybe between $400 and $500 million a year. I mean, it's crazy. This woman is so raging successful. Beautiful, wonderful person. But she told her story. And I have to tell you, when I saw that Jennifer Lawrence was doing my friend Joy's movie and then got nominated for an Oscar, won a Golden Globe, I'm like, oh, wow, huh. Chick from Long Island, just like me, whose mom used to watch All My Children in the Moon, just like me, who has a product on HSN. Wait a second, her picture's nominated for, what did I do wrong here, okay? So I said, maybe I need to tell my story better. So I said, okay, if I dream it and believe it and achieve it, you are now witness to this. And in fact, years ago, I had this amazing lawyer, very famous. He said, wow, Sandy, it would be great to play you. And I'm like, Sandy? He was talking about Sandra Bullock. See, I didn't believe that was even possible. And then I saw Jennifer Lawrence play Joy, and I thought, how did I sell myself short? Have you ever done that? Yeah, interesting. So let me show you something. So to that end, I said, let's tell my story, at least to me. So I built a tree. This is in the beginning. Cute little, and again, no one even has to come see this. I did this for me, but the universe is going, Forbes, when you finish the wall, you get your Oscar. So great little story, Mom and Grandma, all this is wonderful to my little sister. And then somewhere along the line, I broke my nose when I was 8 years old, and you see my mom, who's a little heavy, and I talk about this, and on Long Island, and there I am, baton twirling. Again, my mom's kind of heavy, and I look kind of goofy. And then one day, they fixed my nose, and there's my dad as an inventor. There's me looking in that crazy mirror that we can actually use as you could get into my medicine cabinet. I know, silly stories. We'll let you see in on some of this. My dad and I built this Thinker Blinker computer when I was 8 years old. Fly airplanes, blah, blah, blah. That's me actually in a plane that I have a pilot's license to fly at 15. Excuse me, who are you? And that's the beginning of the story. Now what's interesting is, so look at this girl over here. So 1975, she's not a very pretty girl. And she doesn't look very pretty. Her eyes are kind of squinty, her nose is kind of big. Her braces just came off after 8 years, so at least she's smiling kind of half-assed. And her hair is kind of frizzy, and she's not, but her dad loved taking pictures of her. I knew I was ugly, and he kept taking pictures. Well, one day, after my dad spent 3 years in the hospital, his doctor said, we can fix her nose. I was 15 years old, and this little face popped out. And I look at her, and I look at the confidence in that girl, and all that changed was that her nose got fixed. And she believed that she might, in fact, be a little pretty. That's a powerful before and after for me, because it happened in a week. I could have done that a whole lot sooner. And then my mom said, we don't have money for college. And she said, well, but there's a pageant in town. I said, Mom. She said, no, don't worry, it's not a beauty pageant. But somebody's going to be on TV with Bob Hope in the Miss Teenage America pageant. And I looked at my dad and I looked at myself and I said, I could win this. Now that's a silly thing for a 16-year-old to say, except that I did. And it ended up being me in the Miss Teenage America pageant. So now if you notice, see this? I haven't finished this wall because this takes courage. And it's funny, not courage to hang a picture, but courage to admit that you matter enough. So if you see down here, I have pieces of it. Like there's me in the Miss Teenage America pageant. And it's funny because I will put this up, I promise. Now that I'm doing it publicly, I'm going, oh my God. This is me actually winning Miss Teenage Long Island. That moment says a whole lot. It's like, wow, that means you could actually make it and be somebody. Want to see something really funny? So check this out. This was right after I won, but this little girl right here, this picture is 40-something years old. She just reached out to me on Facebook. She was one of the 4, I think that's like the 4 that got to be the semifinalists. And she reached out to me and said, Forbes, I've been following you since you won. See, you have to remember, I didn't win Miss Teenage America. Becky Reed from Dallas, Texas did. Now, how is it that I remember Becky Reed's name from Dallas, Texas 40-something years ago? Because she achieved something I only dreamed of. I achieved something this little girl only dreamed of. That's interesting, isn't it? So I then have an entire lifetime of things that I can't wait to share, for example. And I'm going to go through this real quick. But that's an original jacket from the X Games. How did I host the first years of the X Game with Stuart Scott? I'm not even really qualified to do that. I have movie posters here from the first movie that I started from Splatter University. I got my lead, my very first feature that I ever auditioned for. No, that is not me, but that name right there at the front, Francine Forbes, is the chick who starred in the film. And so it goes on, and I can't wait to, now you're embarrassing me to no end that I haven't done this. But there's me doing a play, calling me a virtuoso. There's Jack LaLanne. There's me on the cover of TV Guide. It goes on and on. Forbes Riley, I have actually thousands of pictures. Pregnant, there's my little babies. And yet I haven't. I got as far as putting it on the walls as career highlights. So this is going to serve as a moment for you. I have all of this, and I haven't had the courage to finish this. Just imagine what happens when I do. And I didn't say that for you as much as I said it for me. Give me for a second. So, this room is my editing room. Point it and black it. Okay. And so, make lots of magic happen. I have my own editing room. Oh my God, really? This is kind of cool. And this is an important one we're going to put up because this is a story of how I almost died. And it's kind of interesting how you can be healthy and still die from stress and what happened, and it's been chronicled in a magazine. Interesting. And this, come here. Now nobody ever, should I do this? No one ever comes in here. So this, point this way, and I'll share with you that this, come on in. You can kind of stand in here if you want. Or you can just kind of stand in here. So I took all my 1/2 inches, and so this, we'll say, how many infomercials did you do? It's kind of funny. I did all these and many more, but if you go, wait a second. So I started Soda Club, Radio Tracks, Shelton Unreleased, Sensational Craft, Schwann's, Red Skeleton, Pressabella, Power 90, Neuroactive, My Rotisserie, More Furniture, Microgo, Maxi Slide, Lee Majors, yes, the Lee Majors from the Bionic Ear, what a great idea. Jacqueline Juicer, Inventor in a Box, Eye Posture, Hydroderm, another Hydroderm, Hot Shot Grill, oh my gosh, really? That's the E's. Exaflex, Epiclear, Edge Slot, Down with Pillow, Delete Cleaner, Curve, Core 360, Chipper Vac, Butterfly Light. Yeah, I really did all those, and that's just infomercials. Then there's TV shows. We've done things like VIP with Pam Anderson. We did Sweet Valley High, $20,000 Pyramid, Things with Betty White, Fit TV. I don't know. There's a lifetime. Oh, really? Really? Yeah, this is a crazy life, and that's only pieces of it. So I am the best overnight success that took 20 years to make you've ever seen. All right, let's go to the studio real quick. I got this. All right, so come here. And just to finish that little thing in my sound booth, these are all the pictures that we haven't put up. There's a whole bunch of, well, no, it doesn't, it's irrelevant. It's in there. All right, studio real quick. Okay, so now you got to bear with me. We did just have a massive training. We had 50 people in here, and they did not clean up. But come on in. So this, I'm very excited to say, is Forbes Riley Studio. Now, funny thing about this is that I used to have a big black box, and we used to say, okay, I imagine that there would be kind of a dance studio, living room thing here, and a kitchen over there, and I would give this tour over and over and over again. Guess what? One day, a TV series came in, and we built this entire thing, and I've been using it ever since, and it's unbelievable. Yesterday, I got gifted. Remember, if you build it, they will come. This beautiful chick does 3D printing, and she printed this for me on the spot. Like, literally, she makes this stuff while we were here. I don't know how you do that. People give you things all the time. We're sitting here doing interviews, making other people stars. So some people do their little TV show in their office. No, I love when people say, is your studio in your house? I'm like, yeah, all 5,000 square feet of it? No, this is a real full-on television studio. Monday, which is in 2 days, we're shooting a major TV commercial here with a celebrity that I can't tell you. But people come here because it's private. So we have lights, equipment, the kitchen works. We do all kind of training here. We were here till 2 o'clock in the morning. By the way, you guys think it happens overnight? This is 2 o'clock in the morning, strategizing about what's next, what's new. Also, see that wall back there? Sometimes a green screen, a white screen. People sometimes hang a cloth. I built a full-on psych wall. This is, oh, by the way, this is here. This is why I'm not showing you my eyes, because I took my eyelashes off last night and I have not put them back on. Now, guys, you need to listen to this. See, and I've got a beautiful girl here. Come here, I'm going to get her opinion. See, come here. See, guys have 500 hours less a year because they don't have to put on makeup and eyelashes and color hair. Although is yours blonde? We see yours is beautiful. Well, do you color your hair?
I color.
Yeah. How long does that take?
3 hours.
3 hours every 5 weeks.
Yep.
So 3 hours every 5 weeks. That's how many times is there 5 weeks in a year? 10 times.
10 times.
Okay, so 10 times. Oh, that's 30 hours. You just spent just coloring your hair.
Yep.
I probably didn't even do the math right. Is that right? 10
Yeah.
times 3 hours?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
So that's that. I spent an hour doing my makeup every day. That's 365 hours. Today, I didn't do it. Today's my day off. You want to borrow my eyelashes? You can have them. Look, I can wink at you. I'm just kidding. I'm weird, I know. All right, so this is also kind of cool. This does work, which is crazy cool. And then, okay, let's have some fun. I need the bat cave. You gotta remember, I grew up as the daughter of a magician. I make things appear and disappear. Mostly I make your dreams appear, your money appear, your fears disappear. That's the magic of Forbes Riley. I just made that up. I may never use it again because it's corny, but I like it. Come here. This is my switching board. We use this all the time. This makes great television. And then, because my husband's a chef, oh my gosh, check this out. We have an outdoor kitchen, except it's so hot in Florida, we don't use it very often. But we have 3 working refrigerators in one studio. We film cooking shows out here. We have parties out here. We have charity functions out here. That opens up. We bring in the giant trucks. We make magic happen. Why? Like I said, if you build it, they will come. I don't know who they are. Is they you? Do you want to come? Your lens is going to actually fog up. That's how humid it is today. So come on back in the studio. back to the air conditioner. And again, I apologize there's not a production going on today, but I will send you some footage of what this place looks like when it lights up. It is spectacular. It is one of a kind. And the door comes down. Don't you like that? I did that all the I'm like Chris Angel. Now, if I did that and an elephant appeared, wouldn't you die? Yeah! That's the next video. By the way, that's just a trick. The elephants don't appear out of thin air. I think that's what they do. Although I keep telling kids that they do, and you know the funny thing is I make up things all the time, and kids, they have the best imagination. Because I still believe in Santa Claus and the Tooth Fairy. Call me silly, but if you believe it, you might get it. In fact, I actually used to say to my kids, if you don't believe, you don't receive. All right, so last but not least, and this is what I'm super, super, super proud of. The tour ends where everything should begin. Remember I just talked to you about makeup? Check this out. I did it. I built my own makeup studio that is second to none. Yeah, come on, seriously, hang on. You have one more light here to make it even brighter. This is that room that everybody dreamed of. Now, to that end, this is how crazy and specific. People go, how do you gross $2.5 billion? I dream bigger than you. When you dream almost as big as Branson and Cuban, they were billionaires, yeah? Watch this. I said to my artist, by the way, the guy who built this took my Forbes factor. That, you know the girl who painted the picture? The guy who built this here, we're in the same Forbes factor in my living room. There were 8 of us. I don't know how Tony Robbins started, but we did start in my living room. I said, what happens if I spilled my nail polish? See, I always have my nails. And every day, man, I gotta do my mascara, my eyelashes. I never know where I put my keys, and I'm never gonna lose my SpinGym. So I said, put that into where and then out of all of that, and I want you to come around here. Out of all of this chaos, every day of doing all this stuff, comes words that matter. Comes friends. I'm gonna go this way. Comes love. Comes the word inspire. Comes kisses, which I love to do on everybody I can. You love on them. Comes smile. Comes dream. Comes happy. You need to laugh to be able to live the life that you imagined. Not somebody else. Not your mom and dad. Not people who told you that you couldn't do it. Because I have this crazy philosophy, so much so that I put it into my vision board that I see and touch every day. And I put it not in black and white, I put it in glitter. Why? Because you gotta sparkle. I said dream it and believe it. And by the way, you should have seen my guy's face when I said I want to do glitter. He's like, seriously? I said, have you met me? See, I look at her, I look at Audrey Hepburn. You know that during the war, that young lady had no money. It's why she was so skinny. And look what she created at being a little European girl in the middle of a war to become an icon for so many women, right? So that would be the end of the Forbes Riley studio tour. Thank you guys for joining me. I really am a huge fan of this notion that if you dream it, you can believe it. And by believing it, I mean telling people, articulating your dream. And I will tell you something that I do. And I don't know how long I'm going to do this, but if you corner me on the street, I'll do it, but I have courses for this. How to teach you to articulate your message. Did you enjoy this video, by the way? Yeah. So you have an opportunity with that phone of yours to do a video anytime if you want. And most of you are just plain boring. Yeah. Who are you talking to? Why are you talking to them? Are you engaging? Are you interesting? That skill, everybody's got a camera and everyone seems to have a voice. Putting the two together, a couple of YouTubers have figured it out massively. But I'll tell you what, if you don't know how to do that skill, it will keep you from your dreams. Seriously, because you've got this idea in your head and you can't tell an investor. You can't tell a JV partner. You're boring them when you start talking. If you could master the art of the pitch and master your message, the world is yours. And I know that to be true because I taught it to my kids and I ended up seeing every animated cartoon film that ever came out because they go, well. But the truth is, I managed to make money in minutes. Can you? I'm Forbes Riley and hopefully I'll see you again soon. Bye.
Boom.